Hello, hello. If you want to join me for a sort of impromptu plan with me, then stay tuned. I guess sort of like a plan with me. For me, this is definitely not a normal plan with me as far as I would consider it, because I have very minimal things that I'm able to plan with right now, since a lot of my stuff is packed and I'm just sort of like killing time for the next 2 weeks, since most of my house is packed and as clean as it can be, with some boxes hanging around and just waiting for everything else to get packed up so we can go. So I thought I would just kind of update my planners a little bit and make sure that I have everything all set and kind of bring you guys along with me while I do it. So let's get started. So I figured I actually would work on this one first. And actually, let me get these like way out of the way, just because this one's so big. We need to be able to actually see what we're doing here. So this is a happy planner, and you guys know way more about these things than I do. These are the rose gold expander discs. This is a really just pretty cover that I found. And so basically what I am using this for is my either project planning or I'll show you here. Well, actually, I took the past months out. So let me grab an old one. So let's see. So in here, you can kind of see, this isn't the correct page, but this is like one side where I started doing like tracking my YouTube stuff, the home stuff that I needed to get done for the day. And this kind of had to do with zone cleaning, which right now there's not a whole lot of this going on because we're in the process of moving. And then my wellness, and this is basically like anything for the week that I do basically, for what I consider to be my wellness. So I'm going to modify it a little bit because since I'm not really doing the home stuff, I might just kind of label this one slightly different so that I have, I'm really utilizing what I have, or what it is that I'm doing right now currently. So in back here, let me show you really quick. I do have this little folder that I made with these stickers, so I'm going to grab these out so that I can have them for over here. And this is next week, so I'm definitely planning ahead on this. And like I said, hopefully for me, this will be the last week that we're here. I'm not really sure at this point, but we shall see what happens. So I think I'll stick with this one being the like YouTube, Instagram. My daughter made these stickers, and her shop is currently closed because we're getting prepared for the move. But Doodle Lulu Shop is the name of her shop on Etsy. You guys can check that out when she opens back up. Probably the first of the year, really, at this point, is my guess. But so she made these little YouTube, Instagram, Facebook stickers for me. I'm not a huge, I really do tend towards YouTube and Instagram, not like a super huge Facebook person. Why would that be? Well, and actually these ones are a lot smaller, so I'm just kind of using these up because she made them and realized they were too small. So then she, as you can see here, she made them bigger the next time, the Instagram ones. So anyway, but and then she made this like really cute little wellness sticker for me, which I love. And this is a great part about having a daughter that does like artwork and stickers and all that is I really don't like my handwriting, and so I really would rather just put a sticker down like that and call it good. So yeah, but it is what it is. And I think what I'll do is I'll still label this home, but it's going to be, it's definitely going to be different. It's just going to be stuff that I need to get done before we leave. So that's about it. So those are the 3 things there, that categories that I'm doing for each day. And then basically I just kind of carry them over. Now, like if there's a day that I know is really busy as far as wellness goes, sometimes I will just use these bigger stickers here just to kind of fill those in. And this is basically just one of the sticker packs, you know, from the Happy Planner stuff, and there you can find a lot of these different ones in their sticker packs. So, but anyway, so yes, so basically I will just kind of figure out what I think I want to do for the next week between YouTube and Instagram and plot that out. And then the same thing for home, like whatever it is I'm deciding I need to get done. Geez, I don't even know right now as far as like next week goes. I know like with wellness stuff, I really do, now that I just have time, I want to make sure I'm allotting for like reading some stuff that I wanted to read, and just going out a little bit on walks because I really just need to get more active again. Even though I have been busy here around the house packing and doing all that stuff, I don't feel like I've had purposeful exercise for months and months because I've just been so busy working on so many different things. So on top of that, I am also doing meal planning, and this is actually not even supposed to be here. It's supposed to be in this week. So yeah, so this is I just reuse this instead of using paper for my meal planner, which works okay. I think sometimes it would be better if because the back has like the different things that you would write for your grocery list, excuse me. And you know, if it was paper, I could easily take it with me, but then I would lose like the whole, you know, because I always end up throwing those away. So I've just decided to keep doing it on here. I've showed this before. I do use permanent marker when I'm writing so that it can't smudge, and then I just clean it off with the dry erase marker after when I'm done. So this is like this week's plan. So like today is actually Thursday. That's what I'm making for supper today, tomorrow. I left Saturday blank because Monday of this next week is my husband and my 24th wedding anniversary. So we'll probably will go out on Saturday and go out to dinner. So the kids will kind of fend for themselves and do their own thing, which usually means burgers or something. So then on this page here, I do have like different ideas for video things that I want to do, but a lot of this stuff I, again, can't do because I have things that are packed. So, yeah, so I can't show my recipe Happy Planner video because that is packed. I can't show my memory keeper thing because that is packed. Yeah, so not a lot of memory keeping going on right now. So yeah, that's basically just where I'm at right now. I have pocket tutorial written on the back, but that is no longer happening because I was supposed to get a Vanderspec pocket Touch Me in the Parm. I had pre-signed up for it, but then, you know, when it came and we were getting so close to the move, I just didn't purchase it because I was like, you know what, I'm not using rings anyway, so I'm gonna leave it. So I'm not gonna write this stuff out here with you guys right now because I will be 100% honest, I'm clueless right now as to what I'm gonna keep doing for my YouTube and Instagram. I really need to brainstorm about what's left here at the house for the last week that we're here. Yeah, so just was kind of showing you, you know, how I categorize them and just fill this out for the week. And that's pretty much what I do every week for this. So I do really need to brainstorm and think about exactly what I want to put in this. And so I'm just going to set that one aside for now. Okay, so these two, and I'm going to zoom back out. These two here are my on-the-go planners. This one I'm probably going to be phasing out for a little bit here because this is sort of like my on-the-go during the summer when I'm only carrying a tiny little bag. Because I am using bigger bags now, I'm pretty much exclusively using my Hobonichi Weeks, so I am going to stick with this one as far as filling stuff in. So I'm just gonna kind of set this cute little bugger aside and I will pull it out again next year. So, all right. Look how much planning I've been doing. It's wonderful. No, this is my on-the-go planner, and this really is more for appointments and such. And to be honest, I've had none. There's been like 0 appointments at this point, and because I'm literally just trying to get stuff ready to get out of here. So so our new scheduled close date is on the 25th, and I'm gonna write that down, and let's hope that this one actually happens, because I am going to be devastated. And then my second house, which this ink is sort of a gel type ink, and I have been blotting it a bit because it's not too bad, but I bet you anything it'll smear if I smear it. Yeah, it did a little bit. So I've been, yeah, so a lot of good that blotting paper did, right? Look at my smear. You can kind of see it. Ugh, so annoying. So then November 15th, we're supposed to be closing on our second house. And I'm just gonna write that. So that'll be good. That will mean I have no more real estate to deal with in the state of Maine, which for me is a good thing, just for like closure's sake, you know, to be able to be like, okay, I'm out of here now, living in another state, and see, like blotting paper does not work on that ink, but whatever. So I just had to do it because I just wanted to see, and this is the original ink that comes in these pens. In my other one, I actually changed it to like a black, almost like felt tip type ink, and I like that one a lot better. It dries quicker and doesn't seem to smudge quite like this. And I did have an issue with one of these. I think, I was just looking to see if I have it in my pen stash, but I don't know if the thing, like the refill inside of it just like exploded and there was just blue ink everywhere. I was like, oh, I'm so glad that wasn't somewhere that would have killed my planner as I stick another one back in my planner. I feel like I'm playing Russian roulette a little bit. So not a whole lot, like I said, going on as far as appointments for my portable on-the-go planner. So I'm just gonna kind of leave that one as is. And then I will take this one out. So this is basically what I'm using for my dailies and all of my to-dos and such that need to get done. And you can see, this is far ahead, that's November, but you still can see that, okay, so I like had some things done on a couple days, and then it was my husband's birthday, which nothing got done. I did have a showing on that day, and like had appointments, and this is kind of how I'm allocating appointments now by putting it there. So then like nothing got done because we were feverishly packing, and I mean feverishly packing, because this was set to be our actual closing day. So like this was it, like we had to get everything done. And then we found out on Wednesday, which I do want to write it because I want to have like, I just want to know exactly when it was we found out. So I am just going to write, and let me zoom you guys in for the stuff that I do here. Found out closing was moved. Thank you so much for that, TD Bank. I have to say, not a big fan of big banks. This is not my bank. And, if you've had great experience with TD Bank, good for you. So far right now, I can tell you just through this experience of trying to sell this house, it's been horrid for me, and I'm just not a fan of big banks anymore. So it is what it is. But yes, they really messed us over big time, and it's super frustrating. So, so today is Thursday, so let's just go ahead and write YouTube video for Friday. So I'm videoing this on Thursday. You guys will see it on Friday. Let's see. So then I needed to clean out the garage. I needed to, what else did I have to do today? Muck stalls and clean out second fridge. I have a second refrigerator that I usually keep in my basement, and I'm gonna pare it down because I really want to I want to go to like one freezer and one fridge, and yeah, we'll see how that works, but that's the goal anyway. And then I have to go food shopping. Now, normally on this sheet here, and I've showed you guys this in the past, let me go way back when things were still, no, let's go to July. So like say in July here, I was breaking up things that I had to get done at home for the day and things that I had to do for work for the day. So I would kind of break those up on that vertical layout, and that works out really good for me. Right now, work is pretty much done. I am officially a stay-at-home mom right now. So, which isn't a bad thing at all, not in any way, shape, or form. It's kind of something I've always really wanted to do. It's temporary for me, but it'll be this way for a handful of months until I get reestablished in my business in a new state, but you know, for now I'm gonna just focus on my home and my children and my husband, and that's gonna be it. And that's wonderful, and it'd be great if I was financially set permanently so I could do that all the time, but you know, it is what it is. These days you really need, a lot of people need two incomes to survive. So okay, yeah, I keep getting off on these bunny trails, sorry. So yeah, so I had closing and move day, I crossed those out. I'm trying to think. So I do Fridays, I always am going to the bank. I need to drop stuff off at my neighbors because they're like taking all my junk. No, it's not junk, but a lot of the stuff that I just don't want anymore. Like, they love getting free stuff. So yeah, that's that. Let's see what else. That's all I can think about right now. So you can see I sort of like went through, and just with anticipation of being busy, I kind of pre-planned. Let me zoom out again. I sort of pre-planned my weeks here. So you'll see I just kind of threw down some stickers, tried to like bring in the fall theme as much as possible, but unfortunately all I have are these like pink headers for the days, which kind of stinks, but oh well. So, and then I always like to do the monthly recap, and then I started right off into November, which I can write on this now. Close on second house and finish moving, because it probably at this point, since we're going so far into October for our closing for here, we're probably going to be into November by the time we're done moving, because it's going to take us 3 trips, because it's just around 1,000 miles one way. So that's a lot of traveling with a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to write on here. And hopefully that actually happens. Just finding lots of delays right now. So then, you know, basically I did the same thing here. I did my tracker setup, and this is sort of like my health tracker. I don't have a whole lot in here for October yet. So I do, like, I'll track when my period is due. With my thyroid, whenever I have my blood work done, I do actually write that I had it done, and then I like to make sure that I put the results in here, because I generally have to have my blood work done depending, like, every 3 to 6 weeks. It just depends on if they've had to maneuver my medication. So this is actually, for me, a really good number. I'm very happy about this. It was in the 6s on my last blood draw, so this is good. So I do like to track it, and I don't always, like, I'm pretty sure I didn't put it in this last month, did I? No. I just put my appointment and the things that my doctor said I needed to do. But it is sort of one of those things, is a little new for me. I put it in this one. So I'm just kind of just tracking different things, like when I have my blood drawn, and so it is definitely a bit of a wellness tracker for me. So like this one, all these things happened, and these are things, and then I write like when I have with my period, low flow, heavy flow, blow. Sorry guys, I know that there are some guys that watch these videos, and I have to apologize. I don't really think about y'all when I'm actually doing this stuff. It just, you know, it comes out. But yeah, I'm sure that there's some guys completely grossed out by me talking about this, so I apologize. But that is basically how I track things, just so that I know, because also with my thyroid, it affects my cycle. And so my doctor really wants me to keep up with that stuff. So that's why I keep that in here. And, you know, so I'll put that there. And then here I track, and I can show you here, all different symptoms that I could have regularly if I fasted, because my doctor really wants me to try and do like one full 24-hour fast once a week. And then I actually just throw in my YouTube subs, my watched hours, and my Instagram followers on here, just so I can have an analog way to keep track of it. And yeah, so that's that. And, you know, so basically I, you know, have just been kind of filling things out as I go. So I'm gonna go to the 15th and just write for November the closing, because I hadn't done that yet. So closing on 2nd. All right, so that's pretty much it for now. That's really about the only things that I have been doing. Actually, one other thing, a couple other things that I do, and just kind of, so I saw these stickers. So I'm gonna put this one aside. So whenever I have appointments, I'm writing them in these little sticker things. And again, this is from my daughter's shop, Doodalulu shop. This one I think was a freebie from Planner Kate. But I had my daughter custom make them because I wanted them to be a little bit bigger and a little bit fatter, because my handwriting is so fat. So she made these for me. And like I said, when her shop opens back up, then those will be back. But I do also need to make sure that I'm keeping track of my meds, which I'm awful. I mean, when I say awful, what did I do? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I won't get into it, but I'm really bad about making sure that I'm taking my meds on time. So I have been making sure that I put these stickers in so that I check them off when I actually take my meds. So I can't remember what company I got these from. I think it's like Robin's Printables, but I'm not sure. So anywho, so put these in here just so that I remember. And basically all I do is check these little, like I just put a check mark on them on the day that I do actually remember to take my meds. Can't imagine why my thyroid is acting up when I don't take the medicine I'm supposed to take. Anyway, I mean, I'm generally pretty good at it. It's just sometimes I don't do it until really late at night, and then I'm wondering why I felt like crap all day. So, the other thing that I do, and I haven't been doing it lately, but is a couple things. So I have succulents, and so I've been using these little water cans to remind me to water my succulent plants, because if I don't, then they start looking ugly, and I'm really good at killing plants. I don't know about y'all, but because I already did all that, I'm gonna have to just put it down here. And I usually just do it on Fridays. So just put these in, pick a color, black, that works. So yeah, so I have been needing to have this little reminder so that I remember. And I just find little stickers for me is just a simple way for me to remember the things that I need to do. Then I have these. And so I was trying to track my food expenses, which right now I'm not going to put any of these in because I'm not going to do it until I get back and moved and such. But what I was doing is for food, so I could come up with like a real budget of how much I thought on average we were spending, is I was taking these little stickers and putting them every single time I went food shopping, and I would just write on them the amount of money that I spent, and then I would kind of tally that up at the end of the month and just average it out, so I had an idea of what I was spending monthly for my food budget, so that I actually had an idea of what I needed to make sure was in the account for food. So just, stickers are just a really easy way, and these are really small, so they're just an easy way to help you remember to do certain things. And I also, and I did this a lot in my weeks. Hang on, this is on inside. And I made this myself. I know I always get DM'd and I'm asked about my little things here. I did make this. This is for the weeks to hold my stickers. This is, as you can see, a Planner Kate sticker pack, and they're all just like little computers. And this was another thing that just helped me to remember that I needed to check my emails and log on to a bunch of different things for work. So, just another cute way to put a reminder in your planners to help you remember, like, okay, I need to do XYZ or whatnot. Actually gonna put these in here because I'm not using these ones right now, but so they are just easy, cute little ways to help you remember how to or when to do certain things that you need to do. So so that is that. So right now the only other ones that I need to update currently are my work planner, which I can't show you guys that on camera because there is still confidential information in here, and my planner that my book that I use for sermon notes and prayers, because I have some prayer requests that I was asked to pray about, and so I put that in here along with my sermon notes so that I have them together. So and obviously I'm not going to show that on camera either because it's very private, but I just kind of wanted to come on and show you guys, some of the different things that I do, some of the ideas that help me and help my brain process. And yeah, so hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask, like, and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.